This week, we provide an Alaska groundfish harvest update on how much fish remains to be harvested from 4 of the highest harvesting Alaska groundfish fisheries. Also, while the Pollock fishery picked back up again with the start of its bee season. Starting with Alaska's largest groundfish fishery, Pollock. Alaska's pollock harvest had slowed down towards the end of April as the pollock A season came to a close, to give the fish some time to recover from the spawning season, to feed, and to put on flesh weight. But the fishery reopened June 10th as the B season, where over 50,000 metric tons of new season Alaskan pollock has been registered since then. In recent years, Alaska's fishermen have always harvested between 95 to 98% of the pollock total allowable catch. And with current harvest totals at just over 600,000 metric tons, this leaves about 600 to 630,000 metric tons remaining to be harvested out of the 1.27 million metric ton TAC, which was lowered from a 2021 TAC of 1.5 million. The second highest harvesting groundfish fishery in Alaska often alternates between Pacific Cod and the sole fisheries. For Pacific Cod, the A season runs from January to August, then the B season September to December. However, the pace of the harvest does seem to move parallel with the closures and reopenings of the pollock seasons. In recent years, Alaska fishermen have always harvested between 91 to 99% of the Pacific Cod total allowable catch. And with current harvest totals at just over 100,000 metric tons, this leaves about 55 to 69,000 metric tons remaining to be harvested out of the 170,000 metric ton TAC, which has increased from a 2021 TAC of 142,000. For sole, flathead rock yellowfin and rex are the 4 main species of sole harvested in Alaska. And based on historical catch data, a range of between 18,000 to 58,000 metric tons of sole remains to be harvested this year, resulting in a total harvest of between 135 to 175,000 metric tons. And last but not least, the 4th highest harvesting groundfish fishery in Alaska is Pacific Ocean perch. In recent years, Alaskan fishermen have consistently harvested over 60,000 metric tons of POP, and with current harvest totals at about 20,000, leaving about 40,000 metric tons of Pacific Ocean perch remaining to be harvested out of Alaska this year. Our recommendation this week is to put a spotlight on a caught in America, processed in America, and sold in America sourcing and sales strategy as supply chain uncertainties between China, Russia, and the EU continue to unfold. Meanwhile, this year's Alaska sockeye harvest is set to hit an all-time high, as 60% of Alaska's combined groundfish total allowable catch of 2.23 million metric tons remains to be harvested. Contact your Tradex Foods representative today to hear some incredible sourcing opportunities. If you are not already, be sure to subscribe to our weekly seafood news update using the sign-up form below. Thank you for joining me for the Tradex Foods 3-Minute Market Insight. This has been Rochelle Ryerson, reminding you to stay safe, buy smart, and eat more seafood.